Gonna go around the tooth, okay? And then I have, that's the light body. Then again, I have my, you never, bless you, you never want to leave this open like this. It will dry up, okay? So always keep a lid on it, you guys. If you lose this lid or you accidentally throw this lid away, then keep the mixing tip on it, okay? All right, so first thing you guys are going to need, of course, your anesthetic. So you need your topical, your the needle, the syringe, okay? You're going to use a consent form. You need to make sure your patient has signed a consent form. Make sure you have most current x-ray. And then you need to make sure you go over the procedure with the patient. Okay, so I have 2 temporaries here. So this is what it looks like after it's been done. This is your anterior. This is the upper where the frenum would go. Okay, and then this is your posterior. Some posteriors have a ridge like this. It just depends on what your office uses. They also have a full quadrant, so it's a little bit longer. And they also have a full arch. Okay, just depends on your office. So first, we're gonna numb. Okay, we numb. We also need our hand piece and our burrs. I didn't get that, but we'll get that when you guys do this. Okay, so we're gonna numb our patient. Then we're gonna drill. Our tooth ends up looking like this. So if the tooth has a hole in it because of the decay, then you're gonna etch and bond. When you guys do this, we don't need, depending on the size of the crown, you're just gonna get a little bit, okay? And you guys are going to mix this, so please be ready to do so. You want them equal. Because if there's any residue on here, it will set this up. Okay. The reason why we're using this mixing this spatula is because the metal can shade this silver, okay? So that's pretty even. You take the fat side, you mix it. Again, never mixing in your hand, excuse me, okay? And then you're gonna mix back and forth. Having a 2x2 with alcohol ready. You're gonna have it, you're gonna mix it. Once you mix it, you're gonna hand him your Woodson. Okay, so you hand it to him and you put this here at the chin. He's gonna grab what he needs, so you'll have this in one hand and a 2x2 with alcohol in the other hand. Okay, and then he'll just keep doing it. Once it's ready, you'll wipe his instrument. Okay. Then you guys, he'll cure it. Once that's ready to go, you put this over to the side. Always cleaning as you guys go. The more you clean, the less you have to clean later. Okay, so now it's prepared. You guys are going to get your cord. Again, I told you the cord comes in different sizes. This is a size 2. We have different sizes over there. I particularly don't care what size you guys grab. Okay, then you're going to grab it. I like to do it about the width of my finger, and then I cut it because you don't want too long and you don't want too short. What did I do with my cassette? Making sure that it fits the tooth perfectly. Okay, so you cut it, then you're gonna put it in this little damping dish. This is hemostatic agent. Hemostatic agent just means that it's kind of a blood stopper. It's liquid, you just soak it in here. Okay, then you're gonna hand it to the doctor in a circle. Okay, so when you hand it to the doctor, I grab it. Then what should be next? Your cord packer. Okay, then I'm gonna pack it around.
It's kind of like a spoon excavator in a way, huh?
Kind of, except for it's flat all the way around instead of
round,
like a scoop. Yeah. So I'll go over the instruments with you guys in just a moment. Okay. So it goes right between the tooth. It's much easier on normal gums than on fake gums, by the way. I just want you guys to see what it does. Now some offices will pack the cord first and then do the buildup because the cord has to stay in for 3 to 5 minutes before to let it do its thing. So why in that 3 to 5 minutes, 2 by 2 cotton pliers again, and then doctor's going to take it out and he's going to hand it to you. Going to double check, make sure everything looks good. If everything looks good, then you're going to hand him the light body. When you hand it to him, you're just going to hold it here and put it into his hand. Okay? If you are a good dental assistant, you're going to have this ready for him. Okay, so see how I'm not 2 different colors, so something's wrong here. See, I'm getting something stuck. Let's try this again. See, something's wrong here. Let me try another one, hold on. How much they have left, and then in the middle they run out. Okay, doctors get pissed when that happens because now they have to start all over. Okay, so again, you'll have this ready. See now the difference? Okay, so you hand it to the doctor. He's going to go around the tooth. At the exact same time he's doing this, you're loading up the tray with the heavy body, okay? So when you're doing the tray, you're going to hand this to me. When I start, you start. So then you're going to take this, again, making sure that it works. Okay, you guys have to move fast. So when you click, pull, I'm going back and forth.
Like zigzag?
Yep. You want to make sure that it's on both sides, nice and full. So notice my hand is going back and forth. Okay, notice that I was pushing this fairly hard. Then you hand it to the doctor the way he's going to place it in the mouth. Okay, then you have your patient bite down. This takes 3 to 5 minutes. Can you hold this for me? Perfect, 3 to 5 minutes. Now, you have to stay with your patient. So while the patient's here for 3 to 5 minutes, usually it's on the 5 minutes, you're going to clean all this up. I wouldn't put any of this away in case you need to take a new impression. But if we need to take a new impression, are these tips good anymore?
No.
No, we have to get new tips. So just be ready just in case he wants another one. The first thing I forgot to tell you is we need a shade. So that would be after anesthesia. You guys are going to get a shade. Okay, so we anesthetize. We get a shade. We write it down on the lap slip. And then we take the preliminary. Okay? Then the doctor comes in. Then you guys get started. Okay, so then for our armamentarium, we're going to need our basic setup, which is our mouth mirror, cotton pliers, Explorer. This is your spoon excavator in case they want to remove any or need to remove any decay. Okay. Then this is your packer. It's flat, and if you look at it, it has edges. And what those edges are to do is to grab the yarn and kind of push it down. So that's your packer. Packers come in different shapes and sizes.
It looks like a surgical curve.
Yeah. So it does come in different shapes and sizes. So this is the type that we use. They also have some that look like a Woodson, but on both sides. So it just depends on your office. Okay, and then of course you have your Woodson, you have your hemostatic agent, you have whatever tray you're going to be using.
Either
You need
anterior
your
or posterior.
You need your cord, you need your etch, your bond, your core buildup, core paste, your articulating paper, you need a mixing pad, you need your temporary cement. Here's bite registration in case you need it. If we're doing triple bite, but the patient doesn't bite down correctly over here, then even though it does the bite for you, the bite's wrong here, so you would do you would do a bite registration. Then of course you need your heavy body, your light body, and then your temporary material. So that's your armentarium. When we go to the back, we are gonna set up the heads. You guys are gonna get the handpiece out. I do want the burrs, and I want a prepped tooth in here, okay? So